They're right, and that's part of the problem. So all these discounts, there's no transparency, so no one really knows what happens with those discounts. Every one of the drug company CEOs today was like, let's get rid of these rebates. Let's do that. That's the first step. They all also promised that they would pass on all of the savings to consumers if they can. Now the question is, can they? And what would an insurance company or PBM do once you say to them, we're not giving you a rebate? They might actually want some sort of other payment.
Help us understand what it would look like if those rebates, if that changed. So starting tomorrow when we go to get drugs, what does that look like?
So amazingly, about 50% of a price of a drug goes to a rebate. So if the list price is $100, the insurance company is really only paying $50. Again, what happens to that? Who knows? But for a lot of consumers, nothing would change. Most of the drug companies think that that the average consumer would see some price benefit, but no one's able to quantify what it would be.
Bill, if we got rid of the PBMs, would that lower drug prices? What role are the insurance companies playing here?
I think it's possible that lowering the list prices would, and getting rid of we'd have to have a combination of both lowering the list prices as well as limiting the drug rebates. It should have a benefit in terms of reducing the price to the consumer. But the bigger problem is, from my perspective, is the nature of this very obtuse type of pricing system that runs all the way from the manufacturers to the PBMs to the insurance company. They all are working for various disincentives are created that result in the consumer at the end of the day. And I think that's what the executives heard this morning, is that the consumer is not benefiting from even the lowering of the list price or doing away with the rebates. And that's the big problem, I think, going forward.
By revenue, Bill, correct me if I'm wrong, but some of the PBMs are among the largest companies in the United States. 3 or 4 of the top 10 or 15 are PBMs. What was the problem that these companies were invented to solve? And have they solved any damn thing?
Well, I would say that the concept of them being able to bring together and negotiate with the manufacturers and produce the lowest price possible for the insurance company to pass that along. I think there was a good concept there going forward, and I think there still are some major benefits associated with PBMs, but they're just not working it's not just the insurance companies, it's not just the PBMs, it's not just the manufacturer, it's the combination of the disincentives and incentives that are created throughout this convoluted system of pricing that we do for drugs. And again, I keep coming back to the real issue here is that consumer out there. That's what the executives heard this morning, is if I lower your list prices, if we do away with the rebates, will the consumer benefit? And I listened at the end of the hearing, and I couldn't quite determine whether or not, even doing all that, the manufacturers, the pharmaceutical, the CEOs that were represented there would commit to the consumer benefiting from that. So one would think it should.